right from the start aims at providing prospective parents with information and guidance for birth and parenting in their own homes. So it's a one-on-one going into their homes and telling them about labour and delivery. They may have some ideas about how they might like to labour, so I would hone more on that. So if someone wants a natural labour, then we'll talk more about the natural stuff and how they and their partner can get through that process. And then if they want a epidural block or they want pain relief, then I would more hone on that sort of information. So it's about them and what they're wanting out of labour and delivery, and giving them a bit of also an overview so that if something doesn't quite go accordingly to plan and the ideas that they think it's going to be, then at least they've got a little bit of information so they feel a bit more comfortable about walking through the doors when they're going in to have their baby. A midwife is someone who is looking after women during their pregnancy, so giving them advice and guidance during their pregnancy, and someone who looks after them during the labour process or the birthing process, and then up to 6 weeks post-delivery. So they know about the mum during the pregnancy and about then the baby up until 6 weeks. A mothercraft nurse is someone who looks after mums and bubs until 5 years of age. So we go through their growth and development. So because I'm a midwife, I do the childbirth classes and up until 6 weeks with feeding and sleeping issues. But also with my mothercraft nursing, that's why I go up to 5 years of age, because I understand the growth and development of those children up until 5 years of age. I suppose by talking to family and friends, but also I think talking to my clients are the ones that actually encourage me to keep going, because what I'm doing for them hopefully is empowering them to keep going and to understand more about their baby's growth and development. So if I can get them to go through this with me and they feel empowered to help their babies and understand that growth and development, then that helps me to gain more of my confidence to be able to keep going. It's all of the above. I think you need to have the experience then to get the knowledge. I also find that if I do exercise, it helps me to think about what I'm going to be doing. So I make sure that I do some sort of exercise before I go to work in the mornings and think about the clients that I'm seeing that day. So that's sort of, swimming to me is like a bit of a yoga. And so I'm in there thinking about what I'm going to talk to those ladies about and what it is that I need to educate them about and how I can guide them. Because each individual is so different when you walk into their homes, and that's probably why I like going into their homes, because I do gain my confidence from going into their homes, because they do all expect something different. Even though the growth and development is very similar, but we need to talk to them differently about what works for their family and how it's going to run in their family, and whether this is going to, if it doesn't work, there's no point in me saying this is what's going to happen if they're not going to be able to follow it through. So I think all of the above, the knowledge, the experience is what helps me in stressful situations. When is my baby going to sleep through the night? I think everybody has this idea that newborn babies just sleep all the time, and yeah, they do, they sleep a lot, but they do wake up. And so mums and dads always want to know, when's my baby going to sleep through the night? And I tell them when they're about 15. I don't know how to answer that question. That's a tough question. I think if they're just starting out and they're thinking they just want to go into direct entry midwifery, I'd probably encourage them to do nursing first, because I think sometimes if you think you've want something, if you actually start by doing general nursing first, it might give you other ideas, that it might be paediatrics that you want to go into, it might end up being surgery. It's just that you have this idea about what midwifery is about. However, if it's something that they want to do, I go for it. There's no, it's all about what they feel is the right thing to do. So no, I'll just go for it. Tomorrow's a new day. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. So many women get worried and concerned about what they're doing, and they better try and change it because people say you should be doing this, you should be doing that. So I say, if it's not broken, leave it alone. If I come in and give you information and you're not ready to use it at the moment, then leave it. Don't fix it. It's not broken. I would just get on stage because I have to, but really beforehand, even if I was feeling a little bit nervous, which I do, I actually get quite nervous before I speak in front of people. I just look at why I've been asked to speak and remembering that I actually have the knowledge to get up there and talk and just to speak freely and honestly. But I do go into a really quite dark spot and just, catch my breath and sort of, calm myself down, and then I go out there. And I probably use my hands a lot. I'd say courage. I need the courage to build on my confidence.